Hey everyone, it is Sunday, February 4th, and we have some cruise news. We're going to talk a little bit of Carnival. We're going to talk about another world cruise that's coming up. Let's go talk about it. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. It is February 4th, Sunday, a week until the Super Bowl, where we're going to see the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So today we got a little bit of cruise news. We're going to kick things off with Carnival and a little bit of food cruise news. As you know, most of the cruise lines over the past few years since the pandemic have really scaled down their food offerings to try to streamline things like the main dining room, to make it a little bit more efficient, to make it a little smoother and faster. And some of those have come at a price to guests. Guests are not really thrilled about the selection. They're not really thrilled about maybe paying additional for an extra lobster, as we've seen, or an extra entree on Carnival. But today, John Heald announced that a Carnival favorite is coming back. It is the Beef Wellington. If you've not had Beef Wellington, it's amazing. Go watch some Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. You'll see a lot of Beef Wellington. So they had reduced this to only being offered on 8-day cruises. Well, they are bringing it back for 7-day sailings. They will announce, obviously, on each sailing when they are going to offer that Beef Wellington. Sometimes it's in coordination with Lobster Night. Sometimes it's on a second Elegant Night. So we will see, but that is really cool news that they're bringing back Beef Wellington. If you don't know, Beef Wellington is a very difficult dish to nail. It's also a long time preparation. A lot of times you sear the meat and then you wrap it in cellophane overnight. And then you have to make the pastry, you have to put it inside the pastry, you have to bake, there's a whole bunch of things going on there. So it's a lot of coordination, it's a lot of work. So it's really nice that they're bringing something like that back to the main dining room, which will give a little elegance and a little bit of that special feeling on a 7-night cruise where you're going to have lobster one night and you're going to have Beef Wellington. Maybe the same night, maybe a different night, but all in all, really awesome. Second bit of cruise news today is that Carnival Fenza, the new Italian-style ship, they've had a lot of success with Venezia. Firenze is the other ship that they've purchased from Costa Cruise Lines, which Carnival also owns. They've just brought those ships over from Italy to here because Costa did not have as much sustainable cruise revenue coming in, so they brought them over to the Carnival brand. Carnival has officially taken ownership of Firenze. It is now going to go to Spain for a dry dock. As soon as it's done getting all the fun ship touches like Big Chicken and all of those other fun things, it is going to head over to the West Coast and will be the Carnival representative out of that area that will be doing those Mexican Riviera cruises, 4, 3, and 7-day cruises over there. So that is cruise news story number 2. Speaking of Costa Cruise Lines, cruise news story number 3 goes in depth to another world cruise. I think we've seen all of the drama we could handle on the Royal Caribbean World Cruise. I don't know why that one took the world by such storm. There are world cruises that happen all the time. For some reason, that one really caught the mainstream media. I think because TikTok, a company put a social media influence on there, a TikToker. And they kind of are generating some drama that probably really isn't there. I think on any cruise ship, you have a certain level of drama. I think there is a caste system for sure. We all know that. So if you are Pinnacle or you are in a suite, you obviously get different treatment than if you are in an inside cabin, or a lower tier in the loyalty program. So I think that happens all the time. It just got blown out of proportion on this world cruise that has had all of the tea you could handle. So that is pretty much quieted down, I guess, a little bit. But Costa is having a world cruise. It set sail on November 21st, 2025. They just opened bookings for this in coordination with Book a Cruise National Book a Cruise Day, which was yesterday, February 3rd. So this cruise is going to go to 34 countries, 6 continents. It is going to be doing 8 overnights at ports. And it is going to go to 48 ports. It's going to leave on November 21st, 2025. It is going to sail till March 28th, 2026. That is way too many sea days if you are keeping track. So that is November. We have all of December, all of January, all of February, all of March. That's almost 100 and whatever days. And we're only going to 48 ports. There are some overnights there, 8 overnights. So it's about half and half, sea days to port days. I don't like that at all. I don't think a world cruise is for me. I love cruising. I could go on a few cruises a month for sure, but I like variety. I like bells and whistles, and I don't want to be stuck on a smaller ship for 100 and some days with the same people. Just my opinion. Let us know in the comments below. I know we asked this question before, but any world cruise in general, would you like to be on a ship for 100 and some days? Forget about the money involved. Forget about all of that stuff. Is that something that would interest you at all? Let me know in the comments below. At this point, we would love to ask you to subscribe to our channel. We are on our route here to 10,000 subscribers. We have a great little community here. We put out a brand new video about cruising every single day, weekends at 11 a.m., weekdays at 5 p.m., and we do a live stream every Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Just a great group of people. We love to talk about cruising. We're a small travel agency just trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so you can go on and plan an amazing cruise vacation. So let's talk about our last bit of cruises. This isn't cruise news at all. It's just a funny thing. So when I do cruise news every week, we do cruise news on Wednesdays and Sundays. I have a feed that kind of pulls all cruise news together. So it pulls all cruise news story from Google, from different websites and everything. So today, since Wednesday, there were 587 cruise news stories. So when I go through, I kind of just do like a first pass of like, okay, these seem interesting. Then I narrow it down. Well, today when I was doing that, out of the 587, 392 stories were about Icon of the Seas. 392 out of 587. There were also about 100 stories, a little more than 100 stories about a norovirus outbreak on one cruise ship, which happens a lot. It happens on land a lot too. So it's just funny what things kind of catch fire and kind of go through the zeitgeist of the cruise community here. So right now, as we all know, it's Icon of the Seas. I will say, full disclosure, I think Icon looks amazing. It's exactly what I look for in a ship. The ship is the destination. I love bells and whistles. I love all the fun things to do. We made our decision to not go on Icon right now and to do it maybe in a few years. So we can put out better content of older ships, smaller ships, or maybe just different ships than what everybody else is going on at the moment. But I've watched so many videos about it. Jay from the Ship Life and Matt Hotchberg in particular, and Tony from La Liga Loca. I saw his. Don's Family Vacations. Everybody looks like they're really enjoying the ship. It looks amazing. I can't wait to go on it. I will not be purchasing the $100,000 chalice where you can get the drink package for life. I don't drink that much to begin with. So that's it. So that is our cruise news for today. Icon of the Seas is sailing. It's extremely expensive, but it does look really, really amazing. Thank you, everyone, for coming to join us today. Enjoy the week off of football. Nobody watches the Pro Bowl or any of that stuff, so see everybody next week for the Kansas City Chiefs. Whoa, be careful there. Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers. Who is your team? Who do you want to win the Super Bowl? I kind of liked the 49ers a lot when I was a kid because Jerry Rice and Joe Montana were there. I'm an Eagles fan. But I do enjoy Andy Reid a lot, and I do like the Kelsey brothers, so I think I'm going to continue rooting for the Chiefs. But who are you rooting for? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful Sunday, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.